We talked about the Derrick White situation coming over to the Celtics, and the Celtics are on a roll now. They are in the hunt. As we record this, they are 4.5 games out. They're in 5th place. They beat up on a bunch of bad teams. Your thoughts on Derrick White?
To me, I love this trade. I absolutely love this trade because I think it gives the Celtics everything they haven't had: a ball mover, a high IQ player, a guy that doesn't care about his own numbers, a guy that's all about winning, the right things. Is he like the end-all, be-all? No. But I don't think you're getting the end-all, be-all, and I think Brad Stevens understood that now. Is you could wait for the offseason, but how many big-time free agents have the Celtics ever attracted? They got Gordon Hayward because of Brad Stevens. They got Al Horford. He wasn't an elite-level free agent. I think Brad Stevens knew you can try to play this lottery game at the end of the year and roll the dice and get a big – but you're not going to do it. So what can I do to improve this team now? That's what he's done with Derrick White. He is absolutely perfect for this group, and maybe he helps gel. And you've already seen it a little bit with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. They've been better over the last couple of weeks. Now you got a guy who can play with Marcus Smart. You don't have to play big man ball and try to play Robert Williams and Al Horford together. You go White, Smart, Jaylen, Tatum, Robert Williams. It's an elite level defensive team, and Derrick White knows how to play. He makes great decisions.
I have to tell you, Jeff, when the deal was made, I was unprepared because Derrick White has flown under the Bob Ryan radar. I did not know anything about him. I couldn't tell you where he'd gone to college. I find out about Colorado and all the perambulations and how he got there and playing at the, and all that. And I looked at, my God, he scored 14 points a game last year. My God, he's scoring 15 points a game this year. He's got 4 or 5 assists, and he's supposed to be a good defensive player. And he's supposed to be a good team guy. Yada, yada. I say, how have I missed? I just have. I missed him completely. And and now that I've seen him, I'm going, why'd they give him up? That's my next question. Why'd they give him up? Are they that infatuated with Richardson? Or I know.
No. They wanted the first round pick, Bob. They wanted the first. So they've got 3 first round picks. San Antonio's planning for the future. Obviously, they're not very good. Yeah. Derrick White's a good player, but I think they feel like, we need to figure this thing out through the draft. But I think Derrick White's a guy that just fits in well for what the Celtics need. They're not there yet, but I think if you're Brad Stevens, you're looking at it, hey, you know what? We're in that 6th spot. If we draw Cleveland, if we avoid Milwaukee, we've got a chance now. We got 2 All-Stars. We got a couple guys. And I still wonder, here's my question. I still wonder if now having Derrick White allows you to be able to deal Marcus Smart.
Well, the great the great question is, what is his trade value? Who loves him? You have to really, have a Bob Ryan level love for Marcus Smart, but be a general manager, and because not everybody, I'm an unabashed fan of his. Okay, that's interesting. What I like about what's happening, everybody knows that they've been beating up on bad teams. But they've been beating up on bad teams. They're doing what they should do. This whole thing, this metamorphosis, if you will, has to start somewhere. And the way it's starting is that they're winning the games they should win. At the beginning of the year, they weren't always doing that. And now that they're winning these games, they're killing people for the most part. And then the last game, they come from big halftime deficit, and score 42 points in the third quarter, which is a nice sign to win that game. So I like what they're doing now. The schedule, they got Philly coming up immediately. That'll be interesting. Good. But I like the foundation seems to be being laid. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll put it.
Listen, they're not sellers. I thought they were going to be sellers. They're not sellers.
No.
And
I like the move. I like the move for Brad. I think he made them better. Are they ready to contend for an Eastern Conference title? No, but they got one piece better. And now, again, can you add another piece in the offseason and go into next year thinking that you have a chance to maybe be an Eastern Conference final type team?
Great stuff, guys. Always a pleasure.
By the way, one more excellent, Jeff. I went to the BC Duke game, and of course, Jason was there. Yeah. And someone had a sign, and the sign said, Deuce Tatum, BC 2038.
I don't think Deuce is going to let him go to BC. I think he's going to send him to Duke.
It was funny, though. It was funny.
And on that note, gentlemen, We'll talk to you next week.